this?
I'm ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
I didn't cut out the Maddie's first one. She started laughing. I was like, all right, I'll take this. That's funny. Okay, well, that's not how we're going to start this. We're going to start all over.
Okay.
It's like that's not how you're supposed to do this.
How are we supposed to start?
I'll tell you in a second.
Ready?
Break!
You need one of those little...
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. You don't have to be... Oh, I got to start over.
Okay.
You don't have to be a long-time member to make a massive impact. Amberlie proves it. So Amberlie is new with us. She's been with us for a few months, 4 months now, I think.
Yeah, July.
Somewhere right in there.
Yeah.
Yet, she's already part of our team.
Yeah.
So let's talk first about your beginning in CrossFit.
Okay. Like how I got started?
Yeah.
So I was doing Beachbody stuff at home, and I had done it since like right after I had my first, and he's just turned 5. So I'd been doing it for a while. But I just was really lacking the accountability. I found myself like I'd be doing workouts and then I'd get on my phone, like not finishing them, you know, and I also was kind of just longing for feeling like a sense of community and having people that I can lean on and interact with. I work from home, I have 3 kids, and I don't get a lot of adult interaction. So I was kind of longing for that too. My sister in Arizona has done CrossFit for a handful of years, and so she was just like, you should try it out. And so I posted on Facebook, you know, looking for a CrossFit gym. And then Maddie, that's one of the coaches here, had commented, and she was like, dude, you got to come join us. Like, give it a try. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
So, came in the next week, I think, and here we are.
Was it scary?
Yeah. So scary.
What was so scary about it?
I think just, like, the stereotypes that you, like, hear from CrossFitters or, like, the gym of, like, oh, you have to be so skilled and so advanced to, like, excel in these things or to be able to even get started. And then just like the vibes, like the horror stories that you hear at gyms of like the vibes of like the muscle hamsters and like people not being nice and like being super judgmental. So I think those were the 2 biggest things that scared me.
Okay. Now, out of those 2 biggest things, was any of that true?
No.
None
of it. Neither.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Like the farthest thing from the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, I think it goes with all CrossFit gyms, but I think just in general, there's a big stereotype out there.
Yeah.
I think a gyms, not even just CrossFit gyms, but gyms. I mean, because regular gyms, I've seen some people that get major success from that, but just don't have the community behind them.
Yeah.
So when you first started, it was scary.
Yeah.
But you walked in. What was the hardest part about your first day? Do you remember?
Coming in.
Walking through the front door,
walking
right?
through the door.
Yeah.
I sat out there, like, I got here late, and I just sat out there for a while, and I text Maddie as I'm sitting out there, I'm like, which door do I come in? Like, I'm such an anxious person, and she's like, just come in the front door. So I just got out of my car, and that was definitely the hardest part, was, like, physically coming in.
That's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome, but, you know, it's just one of those things. That's what I tell everybody. So, I mean, we've got a pretty big influx of new memberships over the last probably 4 or 5 months. So, I mean, we have a lot of new members, and I tell them, the hardest thing that you're ever going to have to do, you already did.
Yeah.
Which is walking through that front door, because that's more of a mental thing than it is anything.
For sure.
Who was your first coach?
You.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Yeah.
Too many new people.
Too many people.
Too many new people to know.
Yeah.
And do you remember your first workout?
No, actually.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what my first workout is, but I can tell you what Ryan Bates' first workout was.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was just because he worked for me at 5th gear at the
Yeah.
time, and him and Shep, who worked for me too, were in here going at it and dying together, and Ryan was puking, and totally remember that.
That first week was the hardest week. Like, I was so sore, and like, but I just left the gym always feeling so accomplished.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you've evidently fallen in love with the community, right?
For sure.
So why did our gym last rep feel different than all the rest that you've been to?
To be honest, this was the first gym I've ever been to. Like, even like just regular gyms, you know, like I've never been like the most coordinated person, and so like I said, it's just always been kind of a fear of like people judging me and stuff like that. But I walked through the door and people greeted me, and like you were like, oh, here's your waiver, you know what I mean? And I just like immediately felt like these people care.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So I know we've talked a little bit about like things you wish you would have known before. Do you remember any of those things?
Yeah, some of them.
Just be kind of interesting for people to like ask those questions.
Yeah.
So tell us a few of those questions if you remember them.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm a very anxious person, and like I like things a certain way, little control issues, you know, and so just not like being in control or knowing, like, seriously, like, which door do I come
What's
in?
your husband's name?
Carson.
Carson.
Yeah. You know.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You know.
Sorry.
Like I said, he's go with the flow, like, he's like, okay, whatever, you know. But, just like little things, like, what doors do I come in? Because when you take, and okay, I'm born and raised in Elko, right? I lived here my whole entire life. I still use directions to get to places here. So I used directions to come here, and it was trying to take me around the back.
Backside, yeah,
yes.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I was like, that's why I texted Maddie. But just like, I was like, where do I put my stuff? Like, where, you know what I mean? Like, where do I go? What do I do with my hands?
So I guess the reason I wanted to bring that up is that there are probably a lot of you out there that feel the exact same way. Yeah. So I know that those things are hard to get over, but just come. Because that's all gone. Like, the minute you walk in the door, we'll figure all that stuff out. Yeah. It'll work itself out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely something that people struggle with, and it's not something to take lightly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm probably the bad one. It's like it's not that big of a deal, but it isn't for me.
Yeah.
But it is for other people.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
But that's pretty cool. So, in the first, how many months were you here before you came to me and talked to me? 2?
Maybe.
Yeah. So I think Amberlie was here for about 2 months, and she's like, hey, I think I had just got done working out or coaching or whatever, and everybody had left.
Class.
It was a noon class,
yeah.
And I was sitting there doing something over by the rig, and I just remember her coming back in. She's like, can I ask you something? Or I can't remember the specific thing. But she's like, can I be a part of this? And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I don't know. You tell me. What's your perspective?
Yeah, I was just like, how can I be involved? How can I be a part of this group? Like, I can't offer you coaching. Yeah. I cannot do that. Like, I'm new, also not coordinated, like, also not a fan of, like, teaching coaching. Like, that's not my thing, you know? But, like, how can I be a part of this?
Yeah. And why was that? Like, why did you want to be a part of it?
I think, like I said, just, like, the sense of community that I felt coming in here, and I just saw how close all of the coaches were, and even, like, the members that come in, like, the relationships that are formed here and built here, like, it's just, like I said, looking for something that gave me a sense of purpose outside of being a mom and my job, you know, and, like, I felt that here.
That's cool, yeah. And so I put her name down on a list, and I was like, okay, I can't pay you anything right now. Like, I'm still trying to figure out this whole thing, even though it's been 6 years, like, but how to employ people and figure some things out. And I was like, it may be a while. She's like, I don't care, just whatever I can help with, you know. And I think it was like a month later, I met with some of my mentors, and they're like, you need to hire people. You need to hire a head coach. And I was like, I don't want to hire a head coach yet. Like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can afford to do this right now. And they're like, hey, remember that time when you left your last place of employment, which was 5th gear? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, remember how hard that was? And I was like, oh yeah. Well, it's just like that. Yeah. But was it worth it? I'm like, of course it was worth it. Yeah. And they're like, it's the same thing. Yeah. And so they're like, you need to get that done. And I was like, oh crap. And I'm one of those guys, like, when we figured out with a bunch of testing that we've been doing lately with the coaches and my family, but figured out, like, I'm a galvanizer and a discernment guy. So I'm like, what he says is true. Like, I knew immediately what he said was right. And then I was like, okay, well, now I need to get people behind me. Yeah. Now I'm going to go galvanize. I'm going to go find people to do this. And I'm like, well, I already knew Punky. Yeah. But her and I had already had conversations. She's like, I thought it was going to be way down the road. I'm like, me too. Yeah. Right? We're
ripping the Band-Aid off. We're ready.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think that's actually what my mentor said. I was like, look, you got to rip that Band-Aid off. Let's just get moving. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is scary. So I went to Punky, hired her, and then went to Amberlie and said, hey, you still want to help? And she's like, well, yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, what about being our culture coordinator, or we have another term, which is vibe commander. Yeah. You know, like, we just got some fun names to go with that, you know. And she's like, whatever. Yeah. I don't even care. Like, done. Just tell me what I'm going to do, and I'll do it. Yeah. And so that's what we've been starting to do, right? Yeah. Is figure out how to create this culture coordinator / vibe commander. And we're still working on it. Yeah. So
work in progress.
It's a work in progress. Yeah. Yeah. It's new to us. I mean, we have so many things rolling with the podcast, with all these different things. It's like, we're trying to do the best we can. Yeah. And so, so Amberlie's role, do you know what your role is?
Culture coordinator.
Okay, what do you do?
Just cultivate the culture within, like, with our members that have been here, not our new members, so, like, our, what do you call those, veterans? Veteran members, and just outreach within that community.
Yeah. So she basically goes through, and if you haven't checked in for a while, That's why you have to check in. If
welfare
you don't,
check.
Yeah, if you don't check in, that's not good. You need to check in, because if not, you're getting a welfare check from Amberlie.
Yeah.
She'll check up on you and make sure you're okay. And then, if you have any questions, she can direct you in our way if she can't answer those questions. So, I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think what we have started is good. She's helped us with our Christmas party that's coming up.
24-hour row challenge.
24-hour row challenge, like coming up with different ideas to make it more fun and inviting, and I don't know, it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, super exciting.
Very exciting. So, Amberlie, what do you hope people take away from this podcast?
I think that if you're scared to try something new, like whether it be CrossFit or anything else, it's my favorite saying is it's mind over matter. Like if you can tell yourself to do it, you can do it.
Yeah. You
really can do anything that you put your mind to. So I think that just don't discredit yourself in the things that you can do. If you want to do something, work for it and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally agree with everything you said. If you want something, work for it.
Yeah.
If you want to take control of your life and kick out those bad habits, you just got to put some effort into it, right? Nothing's easy. The gym's not easy. Walking through the door is the hardest thing you're going to do. And then after that, it's just consistency.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
I think Amberlie shows up pretty much every day, unless something's going on.
Yeah.
She shows up quite a bit. And so that'll make the biggest difference.
Mm-hmm.
Showing up. I mean, putting in your best effort, putting your best foot forward is how you're going to survive in here and in life in general.
Yeah.
So show up, be kind, bring the energy, and anyone can make a difference, even on day one. And we'd like to leave you with that.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Cool. Thank you.
Peace out.